because, that's the only way you're going to beat this thing. That's what he said. Huh? Yeah, you like that? Did you laugh? No laugh. Okay, tough crowd. That's fine. Anyhow, so yeah, I guess, let me think here. I guess I could give you the code right away. But that would be lame. Let's talk. You're here for a reason. You're here to hear me talk. Potentially, or maybe not. I mean, honestly, you probably just thought it was an interesting world, and now you're realizing your mistake, aren't you, you idiot? Yeah. Now you're stuck here. So, how's your day been? How you been doing? You been doing good? You're probably going to say, oh, I'm doing good. That was probably your natural response to that. Anytime someone says, hey, how are you? You say, oh, good. But that's always a freaking lie, isn't it? Like, how many times have you said, oh, yeah, I'm doing good, but in the inside, you're actually doing freaking horrible? But, you don't want to tell the freaking Wendy's barista there about your horrible day, because let's be honest, it's pretty awkward. So, you just kind of suck it up and you say, I'm doing good. Even on VR chat, random people will say, how's your day going? And you just say good. But most of the times, you probably do want to, end your life. But again, you're not going to get into that with a random person. That is just not good etiquette.
Wow.
Unless you're like a 14-year-old, and you like to trauma dump on people. Yeah, that's right. I know you're one of those people, freaking go in their Discord DMs and start, oh, it was only 2 days after my pet muffin died from leukemia. Yeah, that's very sad. And listen, I would be very upset if I knew you, but I have no idea who you are. So, I kind of feel even worse because I don't care at all. It's still sad, but I don't care. So, tell people that sad things, not people that you don't know, But again, I'm generalizing, I'm assuming. I'm assuming that you don't do that, and we all are annoyed by that. Unless you do that, in which case don't. There you go. Boom, you already learned something in the first 5 minutes of meeting me. That's how you know I'm a good influence. But really, I'm getting off track. I'm getting off track of the original point of this world. I'm supposed to torture you. This is torture. You're listening to me ramble on, just waiting for that code, for that little funny number, and I'm just tantalizing it in front of you. I'm just, keeping it just out of reach, like jingling keys in front of a baby. That's what I'm doing to you. But you know what? I'm going to go ahead and give you the first number to the code here, just to keep you, this is early on enough. I want to keep you going. I want to inspire you, motivate you. So, put a number 4 up there. Yeah, that's right. A 4. That feels good. That just feels like a good number. The letter 4, I mean, gosh, there's so many things that correlate to the number 4, like there's 4 seasons in a year. There's 4 continents in the world. Cats have 4 lives, 4 toes on your foot. I mean, at least for some people, if you lost a toe. So, I mean, there you go. That's like a spiritual number. So many things line up with that number. So, already that's some good luck right there, if you ask me. So, I'm assuming you put the number 4 up there on the keypad. I'm not going to make it as obvious as this. Sometimes I might only say the number once, and you need to be paying attention. So this is a freebie. This is a freebie right here. 4444, 444, 4. There you go. Boom. You remember the number, you freaking idiot? I'm sorry. I'm getting mad here. I'm getting mad. Okay, let me calm down. So anyways, now that you have your first freaking number, and have heard me stutter for the past 7 minutes, holy crap. Look at me, I'm messing up. But hey, listen, I mess up too. I'm the world creator. I'm supposed to be responsible. And yet, I'm messing up all the time, which tells you something. It really does. The people that you look up to in your life, or people that you expect not to mess up or to be more professional, as of a lack of a better term, you expect these people in your life to never let you down, or you expect them to do certain things in certain situations to a certain standard, But But sometimes that's not always the case. Like think of your parents, when you're a kid and you expect them to be perfect people because they're adults. They know what they're doing. And then then you grow up and you're like 18 years old now and you go on Twitter and you see 25-year-olds talking about their phantom pregnancies and you're like, holy shit, they're fucking crazy. So, there you go. That's like an eye-opening experience. Everyone makes mistakes. Everyone messes up. And anyone that pretends that they're perfect, that's already a red flag, And here's the lesson, really. Here's the lesson. It doesn't matter what position you are in life or who you are, you're going to make a mistake. But depending on what mistake you make and how you respond to that mistake shapes you as a person. If you make a mistake, that's okay. You just gotta improve yourself upon that mistake. Admit to yourself, yeah, I messed up, or admit to others, yeah, I messed up. And you know what? People will treat you so much better. Don't try to bury your past. Listen, let me give an example. I've made many mistakes, one time I was driving and, obviously, naturally, I was drinking alcohol. I mean, what else do you do when driving? And, I hit the neighbor's dog and their kid, and their mother, 3 small mistakes. And you know what? I didn't own up to that shit. I freaking moved countries. I'm in Mexico now. But, still, I'm admitting it to you. So, that's got to mean something. So there you go. I'm a flawed person. And everyone is. So as long as you just own up to it and you move past it and you say, I'm not going to do that again, and you show people that, oh my God, people will freaking love you. They'll kiss your tongue with their tongue, even if they're ugly. Even if you're ugly, even if you're ugly, they'll want to do that to you. And I mean, you hear that? That's good news for you, probably. Again, because you're playing VR chat, you're probably, yeesh, oh, blah, blah, blah. No offense, but that's mean. No, you probably look fine. But anyway, I went on a bit of a tangent there, didn't I? Yeah, that tends to happen. I tend to talk on and on and on and on and on about just complete bullcrap. But I still think it's important bullcrap. I feel like talking about these things, these, not necessarily funny situations, but, just life experience, just simply talking about it, it might not be the most, fun thing. It might not have the funny South Park clip on the bottom of it to keep you entertained, or the mobile game clip playing at the same time on your little TikTok feed, but it's still important to hear about. Just talking about life, learning things, experience. It's important to share that stuff, I think anyway. Anyway, again, I'll move on to something more, jolly and fun, though, to keep your little small brain entertained, In fact, I got a little joke for you. What did the magician, the Mexican magician, what did the Mexican magician say when he... Wait a minute, I already messed it up. It's a good joke, though, I promise.
It's so tempting.
There's this Mexican magician, right? And he does a trick where he disappears. And he does this trick. He goes, uno, dos, and then he disappears without a trace. You get it? Without a trace? Because, trace is you disappear without a trace, you're gone. But also trace is the letter,
Dos,
the number 3 in Spanish. Or in Mexican, if you speak Mexican. I'm sorry. That was not even funny to begin with, and I wasted, a minute of your life with that one. That was pretty messed up, because, life isn't long. That's not the only thing that isn't long, But yeah, life is short, and I shouldn't have wasted your time like that. I'm sorry. I'll be funnier, or I try to be funnier anyway. So, what's there to talk about, really? It's kind of a one-sided conversation. You haven't really said much there. And what are you, a VR chat mute? It's called VR chat.
Wait, mate, you said
not
dose,
freaking
right?
VR freaking sit there and say nothing chat.
That's
God,
too in Spanish.
never understood that, What, you're too nervous to talk to people on the internet? Are you kidding me? What's it like in real life then? I mean, if you're too scared to walk up to a freaking Kermit the Frog with a freaking Halo freaking helmet on, then how the hell are you going to get anything done in real life? You freaking idiot. I mean, listen, I get you can get nervous from time to time, but just turn on your mic and start speaking. Ain't no one going to care. It's okay. You know, half the people in this game molest people for a living. They molest people on Discord for fun, for God's sakes. They're not going to judge you. They probably will molest you, though. So maybe it's for the best to keep your mouth shut. You know what? Maybe it's for the best. Might I add that this kind of conversation topic, these kind of jokes, they're a little bit, you know, a bit of an older-oriented conversation, you know? So I'm hoping there's no, like, 14-year-old listening to this. Holy crap, I don't know how to speak clearly. But I hope a 14-year-old, if you're 14, that's okay. If you're 13, though, that's too young. You know, you should get out of here. This is inappropriate. If you're a kid, what are you even doing on VR chat? How the hell did you get your hands on a headset? Like, who does that? You meet a 6-year-old on here, and it's like, how the hell does the headset even fit on their head? How? My head is freaking ginormous. I'm an Amazonian gigantus with a freaking bowling ball-sized head, and the freaking head strap is too freaking big. How the hell is a 6-year-old kid with a pea-sized head putting a headset on and then running around talking about freaking their VR chat mommy?
Yeah.
You tell me how that's possible. How is that possible? I don't know how they do that. How do they do that? I don't know. What's happening? What just happened to me there? Wow. God, I need help, don't I? It's okay, though. I'm just ranting. about things. I'm venting. You know, I'm outreaching my heart to you because you decided to listen. And that listening, that is such a key thing. Because if you listen, you don't even need to be paying attention. You can just say, yep, uh-huh, oh, really? Wow, that sounds good. I mean, unless someone's like running up to you and they're saying like, oh my God, my kid is drowning, he's gonna die. And you're just sitting there like, oh, really? You know, that might be a bit of a bad look. So maybe listen, you know, just listen sometimes for real. But other times you don't even need to like listen. You just sit there and say, uh-huh, yeah, you know, nod your head. And people will be so appreciatory of your time. You know, they'll be like, thank you for listening. Hey, it means a lot, man. And you say, yeah, no problem, anytime. Except most of the time. Please leave me alone.
That's
you know?
pretty
like
relatable.
Yeah, you ever have someone say that to you? Like, anytime. Like, really? Anytime? That's really anytime. So like at 3 a.m. while you're freaking in your bathtub with a freaking fighting off a freaking toaster, you'd also like me to interrupt you and start talking to you? You would like that. You'd be like anytime. Really? Even while you're having open heart surgery? Yeah, right. Freaking liars. Anyone that says that, freaking I slap them, punch them, kill them, honestly. Just kill them. I mean, what a lying little... I should stop saying that because I'm the kind of guy who says anytime all the time because I'm like, oh, they're not going to actually ask anytime. But yeah, anyone that says, oh, anytime, they're lying. It's always a lie because, you know, most of the time you don't want to be having to, you know, listen to people's problems. You know, it goes back to what I was talking about earlier, you know, like stop wasting new people's time that you just met. You know, waste your good friend's time. Like your best friend, that's the time you want to waste because they enjoy wasting their time with you, which might sound negative, but that's an endearing thing because let's be honest, just hanging out with friends, it isn't necessarily a productive time. You're not getting anything done. You're not making money. You're not contributing much to any factors, except to maybe their mental health or making them feel better. But, you know, if you really think about it, having a best friend or having good friends and spending time with them, it's basically someone that you have fun wasting time with. And isn't that kind of beautiful? That's kind of beautiful, you know, because everyone wastes time, you know. Everyone, sitting down, eating, you know. I mean, you're contributing to your health, I guess. But that's a waste of time. You could be freaking making money, you idiot, you know? The same goes with friends, but friends are special because, it's the kind of time that you waste and that you enjoy so much more than anything else in life, even though it's a waste. Have I said the word waste enough? Anyways, I want to stop talking about this bullcrap. This is so dumb and boring, and I'm getting annoyed with myself right now. This is anyone that sits down and listens to this. I'm so sorry. Like, wow, you must hate yourself, considering the fact that this is the most boring shit I've ever listened to, and I'm the one who's talking. Like, yikes. But anyway, again, I'm getting a little sidetracked here. Well, aren't I getting sidetracked every 5 seconds? What am I even saying anymore? I wish I had a book here. I was actually thinking, maybe I could read a book, help calm the senses, help alleviate the pain and suffering a little bit. But I don't think I have a book anywhere nearby me, which is a shame because I am, really good at reading books. I have such a killer book reading voice. You won't ever be able to hear it, but just trust me, bro. Source, trust me, bro. But anyways, that's something for a different day. If you even live to see another day, you're gonna be stuck here the whole time. Oh my god. So I've been talking so much. Why don't I let you talk? What? Turn on your mic and just start blabbing out things. Why not? Start blabbing your mouth. Yeah, just say, oh yeah, see that's funny, that's cool. Oh, I like that. Look at you saying all those words. You better be saying words right now, otherwise I'm gonna sound crazy. Even though I've been talking to myself for who knows how long now, so I'm really the crazy one. But sorry, I had to drink my water. Had to clear the throat a little bit, huh?
Either that, or I'm tempted to.
All right. Anyway, let's get to the real meat and potatoes. Of why we're here. Because you're here for the long run. You're not here for some lame. Oh, let's just see a fun, goofy world. Because you would have left forever ago by this point, if you wanted to have some fun and some goofy world. So let's get to some deep talk here. To some VR chat relatable deep talk. And that's the topic of that's right, VR dating. Oh, blah, blah, blah. I know, just made you throw up, didn't I? Yeah, that kind of dating, European role playing and all that. It's the scariest shit ever, because listen, let's think about it like this. VR dating, a lot of the time, you've been talking to them for a few weeks, maybe even a few months. But even then, you haven't seen them in real life, at least not a lot. And you might do video calls, but you haven't seen their body language. You don't know if they, hit a dog or someone's mother or someone's kid with a car while drinking and driving, just for an example. You don't know that about them necessarily. So it can be tough to find the right person. But at the same time, people that trash on VR dating, it's really because they just get no bitches, which is why I trash on it. That's why I trash on it. I hate VR dating. Sorry, more water. Needed more water to cleanse my throat. I hate VR dating, but it's just because of all the drama around it, Just earlier today, I was walking out minding my own business, and then, someone's like, yo, let's European roleplay. And listen, I love European roleplay. But leave me out of it. If you need a cameraman, sure, but just leave me out of it. I don't want to do that stuff. I guess that has nothing really to do about VR dating. That's more of a different section of people. It's it's European. That's a scary one. But it's still, I guess not even VR dating. Dating in general, it's always a mess, right? Because here you have someone that means the most to you, but you probably haven't known them that long, or you haven't known them longer than, the other special people in your life, like your best friend or family members, and yet they become the most important person to you in your life. Isn't that interesting? So quickly they become that close to you. It's a strange thing. And yet, if you break up with them, it's the most painful experience too. It's kind of a sad thing, if you really think about it. But this is too deep now, This is knee deep in some freaking beef jerky. Yeehaw! Yes, it is. So let's try to think of something better. Oh. Now remember when I said I wanted to read The Cat in the Hat? Or maybe you don't remember that? Well, guess what? I pulled it up online, and the reason why I was trailing off there a lot was because I was actually looking it up online while talking, and I finally found it. So, tricked ya. We're gonna do a little book reading session, just to calm the nerves, and calm my nerves too. I've been talking a lot. I've been rambling on about random stuff, and now I just want to calm my mind and calm your mind by just reading a little book. So, but before I do, I have the second number ready for the keypad. I think you've earned it. The second number is a 3. No.
Wait, there's more?
Crap.
Okay. Let me just...
It's a... carry the 1, add the 10. It's a 2. Okay, yeah. So it's 4-2 so far. There you go. Yeah, 4-2, blankety, blankety, blank, blank, blank. So...
Tammy, do you want me to do it?
We still got a long ways to go. But, you're so far... You're not doing too bad. But anyways, let's read a book. It's book reading. It's book reading time. Okay. Here we go. The Cat in the Hat by Dr. Seuss. The sun did not shine. It was too wet to play. So we sat in the house all that cold,
every single
wet
number.
day. I sat there with Sally. We sat there, we two. And I said, how I wish we had something to do. Too wet to go out and too cold to play ball. So we sat in the house. We did nothing at all. So all we could do was to sit. And we did not like it. Not one little bit. Bump! And then something went bump. How that bump made us jump. We looked, then we saw him step on the mat. We looked and we saw him, the Cat in the Hat. And he said to us, why do you sit there like that? I know it is very wet, and the sun is not sunny, but we can have lots of fun. That is funny. God, the Cat in the Hat seems like someone that would be on Chris Hansen's frickin' To Catch a Predator. Anyways, I know some good games we could play, said the cat. I know some new tricks, said the Cat in the Hat. A lot of good tricks, I will show them to you. Your mother will not mind them at all if I do. Then Sally and I did not know what to say. Our mother was out of the house for that day. Any stranger that comes up to you and says your mom will not mind their little tricks that they'll do in front of you, yeah, run away. But anyways, but our fish said, no, make that cat go away. Tell that Cat in the Hat you do not want to play. He should not be here. He should not be about. He should not be here when your mother is out. Honestly, that's true. I mean, listen, I know the talking fish might seem like a bit of a schizophrenic icon to be listening to, but listen to the talking fish. Listen, if some guy comes at your door and says, listen, your mom's not here, but let's have some fun. Again, where's Chris Hansen? The fish is correct, but I digress. Let's keep going. Now, have no fear, said the cat. My tricks are not bad, said the Cat in the Hat. Why, we can have lots of fun if you wish, with the game that I call Up, with a fish. Put me down, said the fish. This is no fun at all. Put me down, said the fish. I do not wish to fall. Have no fear, said the cat. I will not let you fall. I will hold you up high as I stand on a ball. Pause. With a book on one hand and a cup on my hat. But that is not all I can do, said the cat. Look at me now, said the cat, with a cup and a cake on the top of my hat.
I can hold up 2 books. I can hold up the fish and a little toy ship and I messed up that part, and some milk on a dish. And look, I can hop up and down on the ball. Pause. But that is not all. Oh no, that is not all. Look at me, look at me, look at me now. It is fun to have, but you have to know how. I can hold up the cup and the milk and the cake. I can hold up these books and the fish on a rake. I can hold the toy ship and a little toy man. And look, with my tail, I can hold a red fan. I can fan with the fan as I hop on the ball. Pause. But that is not all. Oh no, that is not all. Okay, again, I still think the fish is being harassed and basically borderline assault here. But let's see where the cat is going with this. That is not what the cat said. Then he fell on his head. He came down with a bump from up there on the ball. And Sally and I, we saw all the things fall.
I'm so tempted to go through the wall.
This is why you don't trust strangers. Again, he just killed the fish. Yep, the fish is dead. And our fish came down too. He fell into a pot. He said, "Do I like this? Oh no, I do not. This is not a good game." Fish said as he lit. "No, I do not like it. Not one little bit." And the fish is still alive somehow. I mean, really, if your fish is, falls from a very tall height into a small little teacup, I'm sorry, I don't think that thing's living. Or maybe it would. I mean, fish are pretty resilient. I don't know. But either way, I mean, we're only halfway through the anime plot here, and I think it's pretty clear that the cat is the main antagonist. I mean, he said he wouldn't mess shit up. Shit's getting messed up, so, "Now look what you did," said the fish to the cat. "Now look at this house. Look at this, look at that. You sank our toy ship, sank it deep in the cake. You took up our house, and you bent our new rake. You should not be here when our mother is not. You should get out of this house," said the fish in a pot. All right, wow. Kind of feel bad for Cat now. "But I like to be here." Okay, never mind. "Creepy." "Oh, I like it a lot. Even more creepy," said the cat in the hat to the fish in the pot. "I will not go away. Bad touch, cat. This is getting... Have boundaries, okay? I do not wish to go." "And so," said the cat in the hat, so, I will show you another good game that I know." Oh, boy. Don't let it be drop the soap frickin' game or something. Cat, I swear to God, this is going somewhere. And then he ran out, and then, as fast as a fox, the cat in the hat came back in with a box. A big red wood box. It was shut with a hook. "Now look at this trick," said the cat. "Take a look." Then he got up on the top with the tip of his hat. I call this game Fun in a Box. Oh, no. Oh, boy. Okay, listen. If someone comes up to you and says, "Let's have fun in the box," again, he's on a registry. He's on some sort of online database for what kinds of people I'm talking about. How does someone read this and not realize that this is a little creepy? Like, I get it's a Dr. Seuss book, but a bad touch. It's just very creepy, said the cat. "In this box are 2 things I will show you to you now. You will like these 2 things," said the cat with a bow. Oh, boy. He's going to show him his balls. Yep, 2 balls. Okay. Well, it wasn't balls exactly. I'm on the next page, but you could see how I thought that. Anyway, "I will pick up the hook. You will see something new. Man. 2 things, and I call them
really
thing
nice.
1 and thing 2. These things will not bite you. They want to have fun." Then out of the box came thing 2 and thing 1. And they ran to us fast. They said, "How do you do? Would you like to shake hands with thing 1 and thing 2? Well, I think we should question the fact that Cat had 2 midgets stored in a box. That's gotta be against some sort of human rights.
Average reader will spend 1 hour and 1 minute reading this book.
It's got to be human rights violations. What I'm saying, or some sort of international law-breaking code. Some sort of trafficking, maybe. And Sally and I did not know what to do, so we had to shake hands with thing 1 and thing 2. We shook their 2 hands, but our fish said, No, those 2 things should not be in this house. Make them go. They should not be here when your mother is not. Put them out, said the fish in the pot. Put them out? Like with a, dang, okay, the fish is going the freaking mafia route. Freaking yeah. I agree though. Again, if your parents are not home, guy comes with a fun box, wants to show you 2 fun things. It's probably going to be his balls. Probably not 2 midgets, but still either way, the cat is why, we should be listening to the fish, really. I mean, I feel like that is something that we need to consider. Have no fear, little fish, said the Cat in the Hat. These things are good things. And he gave them a pat. They are tame, oh so tame. They have come here to play. They will give you some fun on this wet, wet day. Oh, boy.
Okay, I am...
Now, here is a game that they like, said the Cat. They like to fly kites, said the Cat in the Hat. No, not in the house, said the fish in the pot. They should not fly kites in the house. They should not. Oh, the things they will bump. Oh, the things they will hit. Oh, I do not like that. Not one little bit. Okay, the fish is starting to sound like an NPC. He has said that shit 25 million times. Anyway, then Sally and I saw them run down the hall. We saw those 2 things bump their kites on the wall. Bump, thump, thump, bump. Dang, sounds like my parents, at nighttime sometimes. Down the wall in the hall. The thing 2 and thing 1, they ran up, they ran down on the string on one kite. We saw Mother's new gown, her gown with the dots. They are pink, white, and red. Then we saw one kite bump on the head of her bed. Wow, look at that. Some plot development going on. Then those things ran about with big bumps, jumps, and kicks, and with hops and big thumps, and all kinds of bad tricks. And I said, I do not like the way that they play. If Mother could see this, oh, what would she say? God dang. Am I being a good narrator? I know I make mistakes sometimes, but do you guys like it? Is it good? I'm almost done, so, then we can move on to something else. Then our fish said, look, and our fish shook with fear. Your mother's on her way home, do you hear? Oh, what will she do to us? What will she say? Oh, she will not like it to find us this way. Excuse me, I almost had to burp there.
Wow.
Also, I will say, you can't see it, but her foot on the page, she could make some money on OnlyFans with some feet pics. I'm just saying, anyway. So do something fast, said the fish. Do you hear? I saw her. Your mother is near. So as fast as you can, think of something to do. You will have to get rid of thing 1 and thing 2. So as fast as I could, I went after my net, and I said, with my net, I can get them, I bet. I bet with my net, I can get those things yet. Dang, bars. Okay, frickin' got a new rapper. He just needs to get shot a few times. That's how you get that street cred, right? Then I let down my net. It came down with a plop, and I had them at last. Those 2 things had to stop. Then I said to the cat, now you do as I say.
61.
You pack those things up, and you take them away. Oh, dear, said the cat, you did not like our game. Oh, dear, what a shame, what a shame, what a shame.
I think he's nearly at the end.
That is good, said the fish. She has gone away. Yes, but your mother will come. She will find with this big mess. And this mess is so big and so deep and so tall, we cannot pick it up. There is no way at all. Then he shut up those things in the box with the hook, and the cat went away with a sad kind of look. And then, who was back in the house? Why, the cat. Have no fear of this mess, said the Cat in the Hat. I always pick up all my playthings, and so I will show you another good trick that I know. God, I'm getting worse and worse at reading. This is a kid's book, and I'm struggling. I should probably go back to first grade. I'm sure, after hearing me talk enough, you probably already know that. But
wait, actually,
anyway.
No, he's about to finish.
Then we saw him pick up all the things that were down. He picked up the cake and the rake and the gown and the milk and the strings and the books and the dish and the fan and the cup and the ship and the fish, and then he put them away. And then he said, that is that. And then he was gone with a tip of his hat. Wow.
I'd be like...
Then our mother came in, and she said to us two, did you have any fun? Tell me, what did you do? And Sally and I did not know what to say. Should we tell her the things that went on there that day? Should we tell her about it? Now, what should we do? Well, what would you do if your mother asked you? I would probably say I was almost inappropriately touched by a freaking giant cat that said he had a fun box that he wanted to show me, and he wouldn't leave when our talking fish told him to leave. So I'd probably think of calling the cops, honestly, because if you think about it, I know the cat had good intentions, but the fact that anyone can just walk in, do they not have locks on their door? Because he just walked in. I think that is a little concerning. And did the mom not see the giant cat machine out the front door? Did she not see that? Does she not know, or is she entrapping them? Like, is she asking, like, oh, yeah, did anything happen? Because like she know what happened. She has to. How did she not see that? Freaking mother of the year. And where's the dad? Right? Why is the dad just missing? What happened to the dad? You know. Well, anyway, I guess that's not important. That's that. That was The Cat in the Hat. The end. I hope you enjoyed my commentary and reading of The Cat in the Hat. I will be doing more book readings on at some point in the future, because reading books is fun. Maybe I could become a professional at it. I mean, as long as you enjoyed it, hey, that's all that matters. So, but yeah. Anyway, so I guess I can give you another number for the code. Since I guess that took up a lot of time, a lot more than I thought. But the next number for the code is 0. So as you can see, the number is 420. I need help. Oh my God, I need help. Oh my God. But yeah, 420, pretty good, right? You know, is it funny? Are you laughing? Yeah, what? You're laughing. You're doubled over in laughter right now. I can tell.
Okay.
Anyway, I've spent so long, talking to myself. It's like, do you ever get tired of hearing your own voice? Because I'm so sick of hearing it. This is just as torturous for me as it is for you. Trust me. I wish I could pick up that gun on that table right now. But I can't. Because do I have to explain it to you? I have no arms and no legs. I'm a floating voice. Of course I can't pick it up. Why do I feel the need to explain that to you? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That was uncalled for. But anyway, I have some good news, for once. We're roughly, I would say roughly, not, most definitely, but roughly halfway through this. So, hey, listen, you lasted about 40 minutes so far. 40 minutes. That's like freaking me having sex 20 times. That's impressive. That's very impressive, actually.
Well,
so, hey, even if you quit right now, I'm proud. I'm so proud of you. But I guess that doesn't really matter right now.
I feel like if we had Ted
because
he would have slammed it 3 times.
After talking so long, I'm tired, and
he would have waited till he was about to give the last number, then he'd be like, "Oh, look."
You know that feeling of wanting to
so
be
cool. What kind of gun is it?
And wanting to feel motivated, but you're just not motivated at all. Like, you just feel like doing nothing. But on the inside, you want to do something. And you're mad at yourself for doing nothing, but you just lay in bed and watch YouTube Shorts all day. Is that just me that does that? Because that's what I do, and, it hurts. I'm just like, God, I'm mad at myself. I want to do something. But being lazy just feels too good, It's a rough cycle. It's an endless cycle, actually. Because, you'll be productive, work hard on something, and finally finish it off. Like, oh my God, yes, finally, yes, baby. Oh yeah. Yeah, baby. But then when you're finished, when you finish,
What?
And you're done something, and then you're starting to question, where the hell am I going with this? Why am I talking and doing for this long? Why did I even come up? Why? Just why? You start asking why. I should move to Wyoming, with how much I'm asking why, But back to the original point of, being productive and motivated, it's hard, especially after just finishing a big product. Yeah, a big product. That's what I meant to say. I didn't stutter for the millionth time that time. Oh my God, I get annoyed with myself sometimes. But, after finishing off something so big, also known as your mother, you get tired, and you deserve the break. You deserve the rest. And then you rest, and you rest so long that you realize you've been resting too long, but then you're so used to resting that you're so used to being lazy, you stop being productive. And then it takes so long to be productive again, and then you feel like poop. And then once you start being productive, You're tired all the time then because you're not used to it. That makes you want to give up. But then once you get in the mood of being productive, you love being productive for a few days, and then you finish what you were working on, and then it repeats. It sucks. It sucks. Actual freaking prickly cactuses. It really does. But, oh well. I mean, listen, if I had a $1 for each time I sucked on a prickly cactus, I would have like 3. Don't ask why. It's a long story. But, I guess that's not what matters, Honestly, what matters is the fact that you're listening to this. Because if you think about it, you're probably one out of maybe, 10 people that would actually listen to this. Because there's a few people out there that okay, let's see where this is going. And then they see where it's going, and they're like, oh, God, Okay, let's see where it's going even further. And they say, oh, God, But they keep morbid curiosity. They keep going. And you're one of those people, and I admire that, but I also feel bad for you because you have to listen to this. But if you think about it, you're one of 10 people out of what? 8 billion. That is an insane percentage of people that will ever hear this. And you're one of them. Meaning that even if you're a carbon copy of someone else in the world, which you probably are, you probably, everyone has similarities. I mean, if you play VR chat, you probably have something wrong with you, you're probably a little mentally, or, you simp for e-girls, or you're a furry, and being a furry is just the greatest sin to ever imagine. I mean, your life is already trashed at that point. God dang. That's the lowest of lows, really. So, you're one of those categories, right? But if you listen to this, you're automatically made, more special for, 2 very specific reasons. One, because, you'll be one of very few people that do it. But also, 2, probably because you are very special, in the head to want to listen to this. But so am I. So, it's fine.
What's going on? I had to kill a bug.
That's pretty amazing if you think about it. You're one out of, a very small percentage of people that will ever hear this, ever in the world. And not even in the world. I mean, think of the galaxy itself. We're one planet out of trillions of planets. Trillions. And that's just out of one galaxy out of freaking more trillions of galaxies. The insane number of people that will ever hear this in the entire universe, it's so tiny.
Special.
It's freaking, you can't even see it. That's how small it is, I mean, that's what she said. Oh, God. Anyway, enough praising you about being so special. I should really... I can't even imagine what it's like to even listen to this, honestly, because, obviously, I mean, naturally I can't, imagine, because I'm the one speaking, so I'm listening to it as I'm speaking, but I'm mostly focused on speaking, so I can't listen to it. I just can't imagine. If anyone at all is hearing this, you have to friend me if you don't know me, or if you are one of my friends, I should, you should come up to me and tell me about it, and then I will be like, what is wrong with you? And then I'll probably unfriend you because you're probably going to murder someone in the next 5 days if you listen to this, and I don't want to be one of them. I'm target number 1. But I think I'm forgetting the original point. This is a torture chamber. This is torture. This is psychological torture to both me and you. And I got to make it harder for you. Again, pause. That's what she or he said. I don't judge, but I'm not trying to make you hard. I'm trying to make this hard. That doesn't sound much better. That sounds actually worse somehow. I digress. I should make fun of you. In fact, I'm going to make fun of you. In fact, I'm going to insult you. That's the same as saying I'm going to make fun of you. I don't know why. Hey there, pepperoni face.
No. No.
You look ugly, loser.
Yeah,
I take that. You like that one? Hey, I heard you were trying to get a girlfriend. And no wonder you ended up in prison. You like that? It's a good one, right? Hey, I heard you ate at a buffet once. Yeah, it's a shame they went out of business shortly after. You get it? Pretty good, right? Did I get you? Are you crying right now? I'm actually about to cry. It is quite literally 2:20 in the morning. I'm speaking into my phone microphone at 2:20 in the morning. I moved to college in like 2.5 days or 3 days. I move all the way across the freaking United States to go where I'm going. I haven't even packed yet. And I'm making this for some reason. Why? I don't know. There's something wrong with me. But I'm just doing it. And you know what? It's all because of one of my friends. Yesterday, they said like, oh, haha, it would be funny if you just put you in a chair and someone had to listen to your voice for a long period of time. They would want to kill themselves. And I'm like, haha, that's true. And then, it just kind of came into this. Here we go. I want to kill myself, with how much I've been talking. But you know what? We can make it. We just got to believe in ourselves. I mean, that's really belief, that there's strength in belief, and just punching through it. There's going to be a lot of hard things in your life you're going to have to go through, and you're just going to have to freaking, I don't know, eat a bunch of calcium, get your bones hardened, and freaking punch through brick walls, but metaphorical brick walls and maybe actual brick walls. I don't know. But this is one of those brick walls, and you're just going to have to freaking shove a fist up your butt and hope for the best. That's what I want to do right now. But you know what? I guess it's not that big of a deal, well, I know one thing that's a big deal. It's your mom. Yeah. Got you. I should be quiet. It's 2:20 in the morning. I should keep it down to a lower level. So that's what I'll do. There's a paradoxical situation going on here. I am spouting out all this nonsense, all of this stuff. And number one, I'll never know your reaction to it. And number two, you can never say anything back. I can't respond to you. You could be calling me a fat, stupid, nerdy, squid loser, which would hurt my feelings, and you should say sorry for freaking saying that if that's what you're saying. But if you were saying that, there's nothing I can do about it. In fact, I won't even ever hear about it, so I guess I won't really be upset about it, but that's just the paradox of it all, It's like being a streamer, Like someone who streams, they're doing all this wacky stuff, and you see all of it. Meanwhile, they have no freaking idea who you are. Even if they read your chat sometimes, they don't see all of your reactions or what you're doing. You simply see what they're doing, which is how you get some creepy relationships, some stalker relationships, because they're like, wow, this guy's so cool. I wanna freaking suck his snot out of his nose. That's how cool he is. And but the person that is gonna get the snot sucked out doesn't know who you are, so you just come across as a creep because you know everything about them and they know nothing about you. Although, I mean, really, you don't know much about me either. I haven't really said much about myself. I've definitely made it clear that I'm an extremely weird weirdo. But, as far as like personal life stuff, you don't know much about me. Let me try to expand your knowledge of me. Let's see. I like the color blue, but my favorite color is probably yellow. Just kidding. It's purple. I try to stay in the game here. What else? I love spaghetti, one of my favorite foods. I just love Italian food in general. Just Italians in general. Them and their sexy mustaches. I mean, how can you resist? If you're an Italian, I'd like to freaking eat your pizza. Your sausage pizza, huh? Yeah. Yeah. How about that? But not in a gay way, though. I want like an actual sausage pizza. And then some sausage afterwards, if you know what I mean.
Anyway. When he was talking about getting one,
what else? What else could you learn about me? I'm going to college, as I alluded to earlier, in just a few days. Actually, I'm very excited, and nervous, but excited. It's a big step in life, And I'm just sitting in my room late at night, just yabbling on, just yap. I could really go for some more water because my lips are freaking drier than your freaking ex-girlfriend, but. I don't have any water upstairs, and I don't feel like going downstairs, so, not much I can do there. Oh, you know what? What's something I can rant about?
freaking music. Oh my goodness. There is so much music out there that I can't stand. Country music, bleh. Rap music, bleh. Even pop music, bleh. I'm very picky about my music, personally. If something has a good beat, I'm just one who likes a good beat. I like good instrumental. Lyrics, I don't really care much for. But if something has a good beat, a catchy beat, I will like it. But so much, music, this like lo-fi, or even in VRChat worlds where it has like this like atmosphere kind of like hum to it, like where some lady or some anime girl is like making some lyrical moan sounds in the background or something. You know what I'm talking about, like that kind of music. I don't know, and dubstep as well. It just doesn't harmonize with me. I know I'm alone on this, so it's a bit of a weird rant, but just a lot of music, it just goes in my ear, and it goes in my ear canal and just molests my ear canal. It just bounces up and down like a kid on a bouncy house. It's like yippee yippee, and it's just very like blah 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 blah. Like it doesn't go well in my ear, most of the time anyway. I'm just not a big fan. And I know I'm alone on it, but especially rap music. Not to hate. There's some good rap songs out there, but so much of it, like, dude, I could be a rapper, like, I put my money in her crack, boom, cocaine, drugs, heroin, I like killing people, yeah, get in my face and you get the Glock, get in my leg and you get the cock. You like that? Pretty good, right? Maybe I should become a rapper, it's pretty good. That was actually pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. But I mean, honestly, if I'm being honest, freaking the Cat in the Hat book reading is a better rap song than a lot of other rap songs, just because, like, you can't even understand them half the time. They're like, and it's like, huh? What'd you just say? Again, I try not to trash a music taste because my music taste is also pretty trash. I just listen to video game OCTs. So yeah, I'm a virgin nerd, get all your insults out now. Maybe it's not just me. Maybe you agree. And if you do, then, well, thank you. You're the first person to actually understand. Most music for me doesn't jibe well, that's just me. Another thing I want to rant about is freaking the hate on pineapple and pizza. I'm in a VRChat group called Pineapple and Pizza, and it drives me nuts that people always see it and they point it out and they're like, "Hey, pineapple on pizza? Pineapple on pizza, mate? Have you gone mad? That's bloody disgusting, you bloody bloke."
Ted calls it.
And yes, every time they turn British too. I met some Russian guy. Boom, he did the same British accent. They always turn British for some reason. And you want to know what I have to say to that? They freaking eat beans on toast. British people, they have beans, soggy, gross beans on freaking toast. Can you believe that? And they're judging me for freaking pineapple and pizza. Screw that British guy that said that. I freaking hate him. I don't even remember his username. But I'm gonna freaking hunt him down and freaking shove beans and toast into his freaking eye holes because he freaking can't freaking understand that freaking pineapple and pizza isn't freaking that freaking bad. I know, okay, I got a little heated there for a minute. And I definitely wasn't talking about a specific person. I was just generalizing that pineapple and pizza honestly isn't even that good. I'll be honest. It's a bit of a weird texture, but it isn't like horrible. I wouldn't say it doesn't belong on pizza. There are certain things that don't belong on pizza. Pineapple, I mean, while it isn't wouldn't be my first choice, it's not like it's like, ugh. It's just kind of like, oh, that's a little exotic. It's just not that bad. There is like anchovies on pizza, way worse than pineapple on pizza. What's another topping that's way worse? Freaking olives. Black olives on pizza freaking taste like nothing. Way worse than pineapple on pizza. Be original, please. There's things that are just worse than pineapple on pizza. Freaking Osama bin Laden, 9/11, Hitler, Boom. 3 things worse than freaking pineapple on pizza right there, and people won't freaking admit it. It drives me nuts. But I don't know. I kind of lost track of what I was even
like, why was I start talking about pineapple and pizza? Sometimes I question it myself. But those are just two different. Those are just a few rants I had to get off my chest. Had to rip out of me like an alien, egg inside of me. Just had to really wrangle that thing out. So now that it's out of me, I think I'm ready to give you the next letter of the code.
I have all the numbers. I'm just waiting for the next one.
And that letter, it's a freaking number, you freaking, oh my God. Time to restart the whole voice recording. God, imagine if I had to restart this whole thing every time I made a mistake. Yeah, this shit ain't scripted, by the way. Obviously not. That would be a nightmare. And I'm just spouting poop out of my poop hole, really, and you're just eating it up. So it's a little freaky. But anyways, let me just give you the freaking number. And I'm only gonna say this once. Okay, you hear that? Only once. So if you're zoning out, freaking snap back to it and open up your ear hole so I can whisper my sweet nothings into it. All right. The number is, it's a very important one. It's a very sexy number, you could say. It's the number 6. Okay? The number 6. And listen, I'm going to be nice to you. If you don't have any previous numbers, I'm going to say it very fast once. 426. Boom. 4206. Not 426. Not like 426. It's 4206 because 426, that would imply a different number. So, but there you go. Boom. You have 4 numbers. I'm never going to repeat it again, so you better have it down. And there's only a few numbers left potentially, but I don't know. Maybe there's more. Maybe there's less. You never know. So, anyways, as we continue on this conversation, or maybe this torture, it is meant to kind of be torturous. I mean, you've been listening this whole time though, and you're probably wondering, like, it can't be too much longer, right? That's what she said. But we'll see. We'll see how much. Again, I want to drag this out for as long as I can, because really, the goal is to get you to grab that gun. I want to right now, but so far you're holding pretty firm. So I gotta give that to you. I'm pretty impressed. Anyway, let's keep talking. Let's keep getting this conversation. Let's keep it going. Something interesting popped into my head, and it's the game of Minecraft. Everyone knows Minecraft, cringe, back in 2015 when it was cringy to play Minecraft, and now everyone loves it because so many famous creators are playing it, and everyone's like, oh my God, I love Minecraft now, because they're freaking normies, and they just like what everyone else likes. Speaking of it, of Minecraft. It's kind of one of those games where it's, like, I understand why it's so popular, and it is really fun, but it's only conditionally fun. And what I mean by that is, like, it's only fun if you have, 3 or 4 other friends in, a survival world, and, you're working together to build a house or to defeat the Ender Dragon, which is a pretty basic thing to do. But, either way, just playing with friends is the most fun. But it's only fun if you have friends that are as much into it as you are, but also are consistent as well. Because most Minecraft servers last a week. You play the first day, oh, this is fun. The second day, it's like, okay, you play a little bit more, and then the third day, it's completely dead. You just leave it to die. And I feel like that happens so often in Minecraft. Just playing on a server, it's very SMP, it's a very popular idea. But for most people trying to play with, your group of friends, it just never lasts. It just never lasts, And that's sad, I feel like Minecraft could be one of those games that's the best thing ever for me. But it's just hard to be consistent with it, It's hard to... I mean, you can play alone, but, playing with yourself... I mean, I already play with myself every night, you know what I'm saying? But I don't want to do that on Minecraft, That's just a little sad. Although, admittedly, it still is a pretty bomb game, playing alone, so... But I don't know, just an interesting thought I had, with Minecraft in specific, of it being conditionally fun, at least for me. It's a conditional kind of enjoyment. Kind of the same thing with Fortnite. I know people love to trash in Fortnite. I feel like Fortnite is the new Minecraft, right? Minecraft was made fun of so much in 2015, and everyone said, ha, you're cringy. Same thing for Fortnite,
cringe, cringe, cringe. Although already people are kind of starting to stop hating on it as much. And I'm sure in like 2 or 3 years, there'll be like people nostalgic, or maybe like 5 or 6 years. There'll be people nostalgic for Fortnite. They'll play it again and be like, wow, this is actually so fun. Why did we hate it so much? Like I can just see that happening because it really is just a cycle, most things are. And it's just kind of interesting to think about and see that unfold, as the internet grows or older and as the internet collects more and more furry porn. It's kind of interesting to see how everything falls into place, so to speak. But again, that was completely random and offhand, I know. But that's kind of my thing. I just like saying random, offhand, random things. It's just fun. This is like a fun challenge room to see how long you last, Because, listen, this could have easily been a world where I talk for like 10 minutes maybe, and it'd be kind of like a funny thing that everyone could enjoy. But no, this is like a hardcore, like, if you're in it, you're in it. This is a hardcore winners only kind of thing. Because, we've already spent like, an hour together? Yikes. That's not some casual ass, let's listen to this funny world real quick. This is for the big boys. So if you made it this far, you're a big boy, okay? A very big boy. All right? I don't even care if you're a woman. You're a big boy still. If you're a girl, you turn into a boy. And you're a big one now. So, congratulations on that. Anyway, how many times have I said anyway? If someone count that up for me, I'm not doing it. But somebody do it. I'll pay you like $5, which, hey, is still more than what, Asian kids get paid.
Pretty.
So I guess that's, hey, listen.
But it looks nice.
You might think it's an offensive joke, but the headset you're wearing right now, made by an Asian kid in some factory for like, and they probably got paid like 2 cents for it. So you know what? You're just as much as a hypocrite as I am. Yeah, take that, loser.
Well, I had it muted just because I want to funny voice line or something.
Actually, I was going to give you another number, but I kind of want to stretch this out a little bit longer,
Yeah.
I want to stretch this number out just a little bit longer,
I like breaks.
What's there to talk about, really, though?
I like that every time I've gone up to it, I made sure not to have my index finger anywhere near any of the mouse buttons.
Our little, break session.
I'm just fully
make
gripping my
some
hand.
noise, go bok, 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 bok. Make some chicken noises, some whale noises, some monkey noises. Oh, wait, you already are a monkey, you freaking VR chat monkey player. Yeah, that's right. You got the brain of a monkey. Freaking idiot. Also, I really hope that if I called you a monkey, because that can be taken the wrong way sometimes. It's like hopefully, like, if you're like black, I don't mean it in that way. I don't want to be caught in 4K here. So like, I mean monkey is like just a general insult. I know on VR chat it can be used in many different ways, but I mean it in that way. So like, yeah. Please don't cancel me on Twitter, or sorry, on X. Can you still really, like, X? Like a single letter X. Again, I feel like I'm looking up a porn site every time I type it in, because my search bar auto corrects it to XXX, you know what I'm saying? So like, why? Just why? It's so dumb. I know everyone's called it dumb, so I'm not going to feed the frickin' bloated horse here. Is that a saying? I think I just created a new saying right there. I'm not going to feed the bloated horse, but you should start using that. In fact, you should, like, if you're in the same room as me ever, you should say that just, like, offhand. Just be like, yeah, you're just feeding the bloated horse, man. And I hear that. And it's going to take me a second, like, what a weird guy. Why would he say that? I'm like, oh, that's what I said in my one world at 1 hour and 6 minutes in. Oh, my God. What? How did they know? Whoa, my God, they've been to the world, and you'll make me freaking lose my mind. So that's just my idea to you. You should do that. If anyone at this point is hearing this, you should do that, because that would just be freaking awesome, man. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. But anyway, I should stop rambling so much, Oh, wait, that's the freaking whole point of this freaking world, is for me to freaking ramble. Oh, God, just to ramble on and on and on endlessly. It's okay though. It's okay though. You know, listen. If you think about it, we're on the downslope now. I feel like we're on the downslope. You know, we're getting there. We're getting there. We've already spent so long together. You know, why quit now? You know, I'm sure in the back of your head you're like, how much longer is this gonna go? You know, can I make it? Why quit now? We made it so far. You know, why give up? You know. Well, actually, I can understand why giving up. It's kind of like a marriage, you know, like if someone's married for 20 years. It's like, well, why would you give up now? It's like, well, probably because, you know, they I'm married to them for 20 years, but 20 years ago, they didn't go up in a ghost costume and spout racial slurs at people all the time, you know, because, you know, people as they get older tend to just be more crazy. So, like, imagine dating someone and then you love them so much, but then they become a KKK member. Like, would you still date them or be married to them at that point? You know, like, you'd be like, well, 20 years ago they didn't do that, but like now they do. And it's like, well, yeah, I think I can give up on them now, you know, now that they're in the literal KKK, you know. That's something to think about, right? So like maybe there is a reason to give up, even if you do make it very far, because there's just external factors like the KKK that you just can't, you know what I'm saying? Like you just can't help. So maybe, you know what? Maybe you should quit. Maybe you should pick up the gun and be like, you know what? I made it this far. I mean, what's really going to be at the end here? Like, what is going to be at the end that is worth listening to this for this long? Like, literally nothing would be. Literally nothing. Like, even if it was something really cool or some awesome game, you could just play a different game, right? So, like, clearly you're not in it for, oh, what's at the end? What's behind this door? You know, you're in it for the experience and for just the funnies, the ha-has, the, wow, I listened to this guy talk for, you know, however many freaking days. That was fun. You know, if you have even a functioning brain left after that, you know, but that was fun. You know, that was a tee-hee moment. You know, that was a once-in-a-lifetime experience that I will never forget. Or something you will forget in like 6 months, but still, you know, it's just something to think about, you know? Something to think about, huh? I say that a lot, don't I? You know what would be funny? If you went and showed your friend this world, they're like, oh, one more world and I'll get offline. And you're like, oh, I got the perfect world for you. And you send them here. Yikes. That'd be pretty funny, though. Again,
I want to break out.
You should do that. That would be pretty funny. That would be pretty funny. So, you know, that would be good. I would enjoy it. Personally, I would find that pretty humorous, I think. Anyway, you know, usually I wouldn't have this much trouble trying to find something to talk about because, you know, I'd be having a conversation with someone. But now that I'm talking on my own, I realize it's not that easy. It ain't easy being cheesy. You know, as once a famous historian once said, you know, it ain't easy being cheesy. You know, it sure ain't.
I can tie it up on the little thing here, man. Ooh.
It has been quite the experience, like just talking into a void for this long, you know, into an echo chamber of my own voice for this long. It's actually been like an experience. It's like it's mentally draining in a way, you know. I'm used to rambling on and on sometimes, but this is, you know, a bit of an extreme form, so to speak. You know, of doing this. So I don't know. I just think it's interesting of how my brain is starting to shut down and forgetting how to even talk about things.
I'm getting some nice framing on
this. Not any rational things, you know. I mean, speaking of something irrational, you know, the Earth being round. Actually, I mean, can you believe that? You know, I find it so crazy that so many people think the Earth is round. You know. Considering the fact that I look outside and I don't see, you know, the freaking Earth curving into non-existence. So, like, how can the Earth be round if what I see with my eyes is flatness? So clearly, there's already tons of crazy people in the world, you know. But thankfully, there is some sane people that actually know, you know, the Earth is obviously pancake shaped. Thank God. But you know. This goes to show how stupid people are these days. I mean, these Gen Zers.
Yeah, but gun safety.
You know, with their tick thoughts and their Insta hitters and, you know, all this, and their rocking horses, all this dumb stuff, you know. makes people stupid. Well, VR chat, I would say, is also stupid, but VR chat's really just a place for either people that want to molest people or teenagers, really. That's the two main groups of people. And then you got the unemployed adults. I mean, that's like the third subgroup, I would say. But,
Oh, he's going to give us that one.
Anyway, it's actually almost 3 a.m. by the time I'm talking here. Like, holy cow, I guess I've been talking for a while. And you've been listening, theoretically, at least somebody, I'm sure. And you know what? I'm gonna give you a number very soon. I wanna tell a story before I go. But before I give you the next number, I'm not going that quickly. Whoa.
Yeah,
handle down your horses. This ain't over yet. But I'm going to give the next number very soon. But first, I want to tell you a story, a very embarrassing story. But you know what? We made it this far.
Wait, I know what
that I feel
would do. He would
comfortable
wait
letting
till you
this out.
type it in the
I thought
final
this would be something
number,
I'd take
and then
to
he
my
would
grave.
press the gun.
But clearly, this is the time.
He'd be
This
like,
is the time.
type it in.
I let out my thoughts, and my dark thoughts. Really, my dark story. This isn't just me drinking and driving and killing people. No. This is way deeper than that. A lot scarier too. But I'm telling it to you here today because, quite frankly, I don't know if anyone else will make it this far. So as far as I know, this is just as much as a secret as it was. But this story starts off when I was a kid, maybe 6 or 7 years old. I was at a friend's house in their backyard. We were playing, this is one of my best pals. We'll call him Sebastian. Me and Sebastian were, pretty good pals back in elementary school. We liked hanging out all the time, all that crazy stuff. And at one point, we went to their tree house. We went back in their shed or their... No, it was a tree house. I think it was a tree house / shed. It was kind of a crappy tree house. It was pretty lame. But we went in their tree house, and he goes in there. And, he splashes some water on the wall. And he comes out, and we see it. Me and his Sebastian's little brother. And we're like, whoa, oh my God, what did you do? And he's like, oh, I peed on it. Hee. And he starts laughing. And we're like, wow, that's so funny. To me, I was like, ha ha hee, tee tee. Wow, that is so funny. I can't believe he peed on a wall. That's so funny. But let it be known, he's actually splashed water. He actually splashed water. He was just faking it. At least apparently he just splashed water in it. But I didn't know that. I thought the prank was peeing on the wall. So I then went in the treehouse and closed. I went in. I want to say, I'm going to pee on the wall too. And I closed the door. But instead of splashing water, and mind you, I was just a kid, but I actually ended up peeing, just a little bit. But I peed on their treehouse wall, and then came out and I was like, tee, I also did it. So me and him were both laughing, but then little brother Sebastian, Mommy, they peed on the shed wall. Because, he's a little snitch. So the mom comes out, and she is not happy, that her treehouse is now 50% pea fibers. So, she makes us get buckets of water and clean it up by splashing water on the wall. Because, it's kind of gross, even though, urine... Yeah, that's pretty gross. I can't even come up with a defense. It was pretty nasty. But then I get this plot twist revelation of... He told me, like, oh, yeah, I just splashed water on the wall. That's what you did, too, right? And my face, I was like freaking Tomato Tim, man. I was redder than freaking the Redskins controversial freaking name and icon. That one football team, the NFL football team, the Redskins, because it's like kind of, I guess, racist. I was redder than that icon. That's how red I was from embarrassment. But here's the thing. I lied. I said, yeah, that's what I did too. So, to this day, I never told him. I never told my mom. I never told their mom that I actually peed on the wall. I said, oh, I just threw water on it. That's what I told my mom. My mom was like, did you really pee on their wall? That's gross. I'm like, no, I threw water on it. And she's like, oh, okay. And to this day, I got away with it. I never admitted the truth. And that haunts me at night. I don't like lying. But to be fair, I loved lying when I was a kid. So, there you go. That's my... I heard something in the back move. I thought I was going to get killed because, it's 3 a.m. I'm scared. But anyways, there you go. That's my dark history there. Oh my God, it happened. I'm actually so scared. I know it's just the house settling. You know when the house settles? And it, makes noises, just bings and bangs and stuff. But when it's late and, you're in your dark room, you can't not get scared by that. And I am now petrified, and I completely forgot what I was talking about. Because I heard one sound, I'm like, oh, it was just the house making noise. And then it made 3 more sounds, like ding, dang, ding. I don't want to move. But the fact that I'm pointing it out means the demon in my freaking room knows that I'm aware of it. So I might as well turn on the light. Okay. I turn on the light. So now it died. The demon's dead. Obviously, that's how it works. Everyone knows how that's how that works. Oh, thank God. Okay, anyways, as I was saying, yeah, there's my deep, dark history past, It's kind of like America with slavery, except I don't think my past was that bad, but everyone has their things that they've done that was bad, but no one ever knows about it, That's why every person you know is quite a bit better than, you think of them better than you normally would if you knew everything they did. Because there's some things that, you skeletons in your closet, there's some things you do that no one ever finds out about. And it's probably for the best because, you're probably a dirty little monster, and I was. I still am. I'm going to be honest, I still am.
Oh.
The amount of times I've called you loser. I mean, I'm just a big jerk, Emphasis on the big because I'm American, so I'm fat.
No.
I'm a fatty. Anyway. Right, the number. It's
not the last one.
It's 8. It's the letter, the freaking number 8. Frick it, it's the letter 8. Use the letter 8, because I want to take you out on a date, huh? Pretty good, right? You like that? It's a pretty good pickup line. I want to take you on a date. Just kidding, though. I wouldn't want to take you on a date. Have you seen yourself? Yikes, I mean, listen, I don't really want to date a furry or e-girl avatar or e-boy avatar. One of those 3. You're in one of those 3 avatars. You gotta be. So yeah, I don't want to date that. Did I get it right? You're probably in a furry avatar or an e-boy avatar. E-girls don't really exist because we all know e-girls are secretly just e-guys. They just so happen to have tits. I mean, let's be honest. So, here's the thing. Here's the deal. I'm actually starting to go crazy doing this. I'm starting to lose my mind, probably faster than you are. Maybe you're strangely fascinated with this, but I just can't do it anymore. I give up. You win. You know what? You win. I can't do this anymore. I have gone down the hole of depravity. I just can't get myself out. Here's the deal. And not Joe Biden, here's the deal, because I can actually speak. Actually, I might become like Joe Biden, though, with the amount of times I stutter sometimes. I'm getting up there in terms of Joe Biden-ness, and pausing. So, I guess we'll need to see. But, what was I oh, right, the fact that I'm going crazy and that I'm going nuts and yeah, okay. So yeah, I'm going nuts, I'm going crazy, my throat kind of tickles a little bit, I just want to drink more water. So here's my plan. I'm going to tell you something that will basically make this go much faster than I normally would want it to. I was planning to sit here and talk for at least 12 hours, but, we'll cut it a little short. So we're basically at the end here. I'll tell you this. We're at the end. You win. I just can't do it anymore. I was trying to think of more things to talk about, but I didn't want to reveal more embarrassing dark stories. As long as you promise me you won't tell anyone about that, then we can just call it a night. All right? I'll let you through the door. I will tell you the last number you need. That's right. There's only one more. Only one more number.
420.
But here's the thing. You know what? I'm not going to tell you it. I'm just going to give you a hint. I'm just going to give you a hint to what it is. Because I'm hinging my bets on that you don't remember
what the previous numbers are. Unless you do, in which case you can just type in every combination possible because there's only 10 options. But I'm hinging my bets that you don't remember what the other numbers are. So if you mess this up, you're going to have to re-listen to the whole thing again, which would be really funny. That'd be really, and then maybe you'll give up. Yeah, that's the plan. So
It's literally just zero.
the last number you need is the number of women I dated in high school. Yeah, you'll never get this one. Yeah. That's the, oh, no, don't do zero. No. Oh. Woohoo! Yeah! You beat it! You did it! You got to the secret room!
Did it. Let's go.
You want to know your prize? It's a mirror! Look at that! I knew you would be excited. I mean, everyone in VR chat loves mirrors these days. So,
I want to go celebrate.
what's that? This is a complete waste of your time. Well, hey, listen. Instead of getting a mirror right away, I made you wait like an hour and however many minutes for it, That feels much more fulfilling, I think. So how about you stop complaining, you little loser? Anyway, I just want to say congratulations. I mean, you really sat through all of that, all that shit I said, and you just sat there and took it? God dang. What are you, my ex-girlfriend? I'm just kidding. God, I'm just kidding. I would never date a girl. You kidding me? Anyway, the fact that you made it this far, I mean, God, I don't even know what to say. Thank you, first of all. And you know what? You earned the right. I never say this, but you earned the right to go on my profile and you can just send me death threats or on Discord or something. That's how much leniency I'm willing to give you, because Jesus criminy, the fact that you made it this far, I mean, thank you. It means a lot that you sat down and just listened to everything I had to say. This was the backstory to this world was I just bet that I could make a world in one day, and I clearly did, because it sucks. But, wow. Good on you, sport. You wasted an hour and however many minutes of your life, you idiot. I feel bad, hey, listen, here's an invitation from me to you. If you wanna friend me, if you're some random guy, friend me, I'll talk to you. I mean, clearly you earned it, but only if you got here, I don't know how I'm going to know that if I get a random friend request. So, I didn't really plan this far, but it doesn't matter. Listen, you earned my undying respect for making this. I'm sure like 10 people will hear this. So, you know what? Congratulations. I think I'm gonna go though. You enjoy that mirror. I mean, this is the most freaking rare, extreme, freaking rare mirror you'll ever find in your life. So, there you go. It's a collector's item. Think of it like that. Take a picture of yourself, like, oh, I made it, with the winner. Oh, shoot. Oh, the winner's your winner. Oh, that's bad grammar. Oh, never mind. I gotta delete the world. I'm taking it down right now. I'm gonna restart it. So I guess you lose all your progress. Tee, because I gotta fix that, right? So, I hope you don't mind listening for another hour. Anyway, yeah, take it easy. I'm done. My voice hurts from talking so much already. So, yeah, see you later.
Fine.
I mean, one last thing. Follow Fishy Face on Twitch and YouTube. Sorry, bad cough. Oof. I wonder what I said though. You should consider following that advice. Anyway, I'm done. Bye.